All right. Hello, you guys. I see Lauren hopping on. I am going to, oh, good. She muted herself. I was going to mute you. Not that I don't want to hear voices. If you guys have something that you need to say or ask, please feel free to unmute yourself. But just keeping yourself on mute is just going to help keep some of that background noise down. So welcome, you guys. I see a couple more have hopped on. Welcome to our group-wide training for May. Literally cannot believe it's already May. I feel like I say it every month, but it's like, wow, where is it going? Where is the time going? I have one more day of preschool class for this year. Tomorrow is my class's last day of school. It's crazy. So you guys, tonight we're going to talk a little bit about Scentsy Club. And more specifically, we're going to talk about the loyalty points, the referral points, how to cash those in, and stuff like that, because I know questions have come up in around that topic recently. We're also going to talk a little bit about Bring Back My Bar, because we have that coming out in June as well. Before we start on that stuff, I wanted to put out a reminder that we are going to be doing some SFR shirts if anyone is interested. They are very generic, so even if you're not going to SFR, if you want a fun Scentsy shirt, I put a post in the group. Did I put a picture? Did I put the picture? I did put the picture. Okay, I will bump the post up again because I know Lindsay's going to be asking me for counts very soon. So if you want a fun Scentsy shirt, they'll be probably somewhere between $15 and $18. It depends on what the overall count is. And this is Lindsay Bates's larger group. So we have a very large number of shirts, which helps keep the cost down, but I don't have an exact price for you guys just yet. Should be somewhere between 15 and 18. It's very basic. It's kind of that Reflections inspiration from the SFR logo. So very basic, like, you know, it doesn't say SFR 2023 on it this year, I don't think so. But if you want a fun Scentsy shirt, they will be available. I'll bump that post in case anybody else wants to grab one. We do, those of us who are going to SFR, we do a giant group picture in those shirts on team day, which is super fun because everybody in Lindsay's group gets a different color. You get to pick a different color. Each director, superstar director under her picks a different color for their group. So you kind of get to see the makeup of the big, larger group. It's pretty fun. So I'll bump that for you guys in case anybody else wants to hop on that. Anything else that I need to mention before we dive in? Jamie, can you think of anything? Leah, can you think of anything? All right. Well, if we think of anything, we will bring it up when we think of it. All right. So let's talk about Scentsy Club, you guys. I am not going to go through the nuts and bolts of Scentsy Club. If you are a newer consultant and you're not 100% familiar with what Scentsy Club is or how it works, I recommend checking out the training section of the workstation because there is a whole plethora of training materials there on Scentsy Club. We have done Scentsy Club trainings in this group. So I can link our YouTube channel and you can check out recordings of those trainings. You can also go to YouTube and just search Scentsy Club, and there will be a bazillion trainings from Scentsy Club that you can watch, or from other Scentsy consultants about Scentsy Club that you can watch to get yourself more familiar with it. I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time talking about what it is because I know that most of us are at least somewhat familiar with what it is. But if you're not, make sure that you go familiarize yourself with it because it's just like anything that we do. If we don't understand what it is or how it works, it's very difficult for us to promote it to our customers. And Scentsy Club is an amazing program that can do wonders for your business. So you need to be promoting it. And in order to do that, you kind of need to have an understanding of it. So definitely check those things out. I actually am going to share a couple training videos from Lisa Roberry as well after ours because I didn't want you guys to watch hers first and then be like, oh, Ken sucks. Because she's incredible. You guys will just, your minds will be completely blown when you watch her, when she starts talking about numbers and the amazing things that she does. But she does have some great ideas as well. So I'm going to share that with you. But I just want to go through the rewards and referrals portion of Scentsy Club because there's like a whole new window of opportunity for us to be sharing things. There's a whole new way of that people can kind of almost double dip on their own Scentsy Club. And I will say most customers don't even know that they can do this. And so it's up to us, you guys, to make sure we're educating our customers on the rewards and referrals program, because especially if they were in Scentsy Club before this started, they may not realize that they have new perks now that they didn't have when they first joined. I've had people that have been in Scentsy Club for a couple years. And I actually just got a message from one that I had sent out a text.
Excuse me, dear. I'm going to go get my earbuds.
I didn't even know that there were points that I could redeem. So we have to make sure that we are letting our customers know that they have opportunities for more savings than just what they get right in their Scentsy Club. So I'm going to share, this is the Scentsy Club FAQ. You know what? Let me spotlight myself so that I'm a little bit larger. So this is the Scentsy Club FAQ that is on Workstation. This is like all of the Scentsy Club information. I am not going through this tonight. I just had it in my binder, so I pulled it out, or in my folder, so I pulled it out. But this will answer a lot of questions if you get questions or you have questions on what Scentsy Club is, what things are eligible, how the actual program works. That is a great tool and asset for you to keep handy so that you can look up answers to those questions or find answers to those questions. The one that I'm going to be looking at tonight, and I'm not going to read it verbatim, but we're going to kind of go through section by section, is this training document here. And I think it's in the Workstation under like, it's in the training module for Scentsy Club, but it's the title of it is Scentsy Club Rewards and Referrals Program. Okay. And there's some really good graphics in here, screenshots, things like that, that you can share with your customers to make sure that they are reaping all of the benefits that Scentsy Club can offer to them. I know I asked a couple weeks ago who has their own Scentsy Club. And I will say that if you do not have your own Scentsy Club, I would highly recommend setting one up for yourself, even if it's just like a 1 or 2 time thing, so that you can experience how it works yourself. So again, you're better able to promote it to your customers and explain things to them and answer questions when they have them. If you don't currently have one because you already did that and there just isn't anything that you need to be having auto ship to you, that's fine. But if you've never set one up, I just recommend just doing it once, even if you just put in, Lauren says, worth it just for the brick of Luna. Absolutely. Do your customers know that you can get bricks of some of our most popular fragrances through Scentsy Club? Do they know that they can get them even cheaper than what it retail would be? There's so many benefits. So if you don't know what they are and you're not experiencing them yourselves, you need to be able to do that so you can share this stuff with your customers. Okay. If you have people complain about shipping prices, Scentsy Club shipping is cheaper than standard website order shipping. So there's an opportunity to talk about Club. Okay. All right. So I want to talk specifically about, we'll talk about the perks of Scentsy Club, and then I'm going to talk about how people can earn points on their club, how they can redeem points on their club, and then we'll talk a little bit about the referrals program. I have not personally seen a lot of traction in the referrals area. I'm curious kind of actually as an overall, I might actually message home office and ask about it, because I have nobody that has referrals right now. But I'm curious as to how that part of the program is going, but there is opportunity there for people as well. And I think it's one of those things that doesn't get talked about a lot. And so people just don't understand it. So basic perks of Scentsy Club are always get my bar. So if you have a customer who loves a fragrance that is discontinuing, if we're at a catalog change, or if it is a LTO fragrance, if it is a brick fragrance, anything like that, summer collection fragrances, they can continue to get those bars even after they go away or they sell out if they have them in their Scentsy Club. Probably the most popular perk that Scentsy Club offers us. I think everything in my club, wax-wise, everything that is in my club wax-wise is discontinued. Most of them are licensed, not all of them, but most of them. But there are fragrances that we fall in love with, and when they go away, either if they're in the catalog and they go away, or it's an LTO and it goes away, we get really sad. We used to have to stock up on them, and buy 10, 12 bars, and then we get sad again when those are gone. But with Scentsy Club, you don't have to worry about that. So they have an opportunity to continue getting a favorite fragrance for as long as they keep it in their club. They're getting automatic 10% discounts. If their order is $30 or more, they're automatically going to save 10%. So if you have someone who wants to buy a whiff boxes are $35. If they order it through Scentsy Club, they're getting it for $31.50. Is that right? Yeah, $31.50. So they're saving money on their whiff box, and then they're also going to get it shipped for $8 versus $10. So they're saving money there as well. So when you're talking to someone, if they want to order a whiff box and you say, let's do it through Scentsy Club, I can save you whatever the total is, you guys. It's like $5.50, right? $5.50. I can save you $5.50 right now if you order it through Scentsy Club. There's no fees, there's no commitment, there's none of that. So it really is a no-brainer for people to order through Scentsy Club, and they can cancel it if they don't want to keep it. But if they get that whiff box and they love that they got some surprises and they want to get another one next month or 2 months down the road, they can keep up their Scentsy Club, okay? And that benefits you because it's recurring income, and it benefits them because they don't have to worry about running out of product, or they get their surprise box every month or every 2 months. The shipping is cheaper, like Hope said, they're getting a discount on it. So there are plenty of opportunities for savings and perks for customers, okay? On top of that, once they hit $60, they still have their 10% off, and they unlock a half price item, okay? They can unlock a whiff box for half price. Scentsy Club is the only way you can get a whiff box for half price. Whiff boxes are not eligible for hostess rewards. So hostesses who have, your party could be $10,000. You could be a hostess with a $10,000 party and you still can't get a whiff box for half price. But if you order it through Scentsy Club and you have $60 worth of product in your order, including that before that whiff box, you can get that whiff box for $17.50. Okay. These are the kinds of things that we need to be telling our customers because they don't know that, and they're not going to know it unless we tell them. Okay. So then we have, those are the basic perks. So you've got your 10% discount. You've got your always get my bar. You've got bricks, which I don't remember who brought it up, but bricks. You can get, I think there's like 14 fragrances maybe in bricks. I don't remember. You can go in Scentsy Club and look what's there. But there's like, let's just say a dozen for a fun number, bricks that you can get in Scentsy Club. You can't get bricks any other way unless we have a promotion, which we do right now, but we don't always have a promotion going on for bricks. But you can get bricks. So if you love Squeeze the Day or Perfectly Pomegranate, which we don't even have right now, I have a customer who has a Scentsy Club set up just for Perfectly Pomegranate bricks because that's the only scent she loves to warm, and we can't even get it in the catalog. So they've got that perk. They've got the 10% off at $30. They've got the half price item at $60. Now, on top of that, they've added in this referral rewards and referrals program. So let's talk a little bit about that. Every single time a customer's Scentsy Club order processes, they are going to earn points on the value of their order. Okay. So every dollar that they spend is equal to 1 point. So if you have a customer who has a $50 Scentsy Club before taxes, before tax and shipping, their $50 Scentsy Club order is going to earn them 50 points every time it processes. Okay, so if they do it every month, they're earning 50 points a month. If they do it every 2 months, they're getting 50 every 2 months. You get the gist, right? They can then utilize those points. It's 25 points to $1. Hang on. Somebody tell me if it's 25 points to $1. Yes, it is. It's a 25 to 1 ratio. So every 25 points is worth $1 when they're spending it. Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about that. They can utilize their points either towards their next Scentsy Club order, so they can auto apply it to go towards their next club order, which would pull a couple dollars off of their Scentsy Club order or whatever amount they have in points. Or they can use it towards a PWS order. So an order off of your website. Now, if you don't have a website, my friends, your people can't sign up for Scentsy Club under you, and they cannot redeem points under you because that all has to be done through a website. So another reason, number 50,000 whatever, to have an active website. Okay. So they can utilize those points either towards a future Scentsy Club order or towards a PWS order. They can redeem points up to 50% of what their order is. Okay, so they can't save up $50 worth of points and get a warmer for free, but they can save up points and they could get that warmer for 50% off on your website, not through Scentsy Club, because we can't do warmers through Scentsy Club, but through your website, they could get up to 50% off of their product. Okay. All right. So kind of piggybacking on the $1 per or 1 point per dollar spent in their Scentsy Club, we have this referrals program now, which will allow your customers to have a personalized link that they can share with their friends and family. And when their friends and family sign up for a Scentsy Club, using that link, your customer will get 2 points for every dollar that their referral person spends. Okay. We're all, I think, probably pretty familiar with referral links. Pretty much every company has them now. You go on the website and you get a personalized link and you say, here, sign up for this subscription or this mystery box or that subscription box or this program, whatever it is. And I'll get $10 and you get $10 or however the program works. That's what this is. It's like an affiliate link. It's a referral link. So there is benefit to the person who is providing the link to have the person sign up for a Scentsy Club under their link. Okay. So in this case, if I refer someone and they sign up and they have a $50 Scentsy Club order, I'm not a consultant right now. I'm just a customer. If I'm sending the link and they sign up under me, under my link, I'm going to get $2 or 2 points for every dollar that they spend. So if they sign up for a $50 Scentsy Club order, I'm getting 100 points every time their order processes. And that's going to get tacked onto my own Scentsy Club points if I have my own Scentsy Club going. Okay. So the more people that sign up using a customer's referral link, the more points they are earning that they can then redeem towards their own products. Okay, so they can save more money by sharing Scentsy Club and telling other people to sign up using their link. It's going to give them more points and more discounts to save up or to apply on their future orders or on PWS orders. Okay, I know it sounds confusing, you guys. It's not as confusing as it sounds. I'm not the best at explaining everything, but that's why we have handy dandy graphics in the workstation. Okay. If you're visual like me, I like the pictures and the arrows and the people and all of that stuff. So definitely go utilize this resource in the workstation to make sure that you kind of understand the flow of how everything works. But it is a really, really great program. One thing to keep in mind, as a consultant, we do not earn points on our own Scentsy Club orders. Okay, we do not get referral links because we are getting paid commission on our orders. So we don't get to double dip. We don't get points and commission, we get commission. So if you go in, if you have your own Scentsy Club that's linked to your own, whatever email you use as a consultant, you're not going to see a dashboard in there that says my rewards and referrals because you're not eligible for those as a consultant. Okay, because you're getting paid the commission on it, as opposed to getting that the points and the referral bonus, if you will, by sending people a link to sign up for Scentsy Club. When they sign up for Scentsy Club under you, you're getting commission. Okay, so it's in lieu of getting those points. All right. So speaking of commission, let's talk a little bit about that. There is a little bit of change in the commission structure when it comes to the referrals. Scentsy Club orders that are signed up directly through you as a consultant, if someone goes to your website and signs up for Scentsy Club, you're getting your standard 20 to 30% commission on those. And I say 20 to 30 because it's going to depend on, number one, what title you are. If you are an essential consultant, you're getting 20%. Once you hit certified, that bumps up to 25. If you're hitting 2000 PRV or more, you're getting 30%. So it's going to be in that standard commission percentage for anyone who goes directly to your website and signs up for Scentsy Club. Okay. Now, if someone sends a referral link and someone signs up using their referral link, your commission on those Scentsy Club orders is going to be 15%. Okay. Now, at first you're going to be like, well, why? That's not fair. I'm not going to send people, I'm not going to promote that because I want to get 25%. I don't want to get 15%. Right. And I will tell you, that was the very first thing that came to my mind as well. And I'm pretty sure that was the first thing that came to most consultants' minds when we first heard that. However, you have to look at it this way. If Susie Q has a Scentsy Club account under me, and Susie Q goes to work and she tells little Debbie, and she's like, hey, I got this mystery box and I get it every month and it's really cool. And little Debbie says, well, I want to try that out. And she says, okay, use my link and sign up. And so little Debbie signs up for a Scentsy Club under Susie Q's link, right? I'm still getting little Debbie's order. I'm still getting paid on little Debbie's order. But because Susie Q did a little bit of the work, my commission gets cut a little bit, but I wouldn't have even gotten little Debbie if it weren't for Susie Q. Okay. So 15%, because Susie Q went and did a little bit of legwork and got a new customer for me, is better than 0%, because I wouldn't have even known who little Debbie was. I just knocked a whole pile of note cards off of my desk. I wouldn't have even known who little Debbie was if it weren't for Susie Q. So yes, the commission is a little bit lower, but that's a contact that you wouldn't have had otherwise. And now that you have that contact, you have the opportunity to create a brand new relationship with them, and they will be ordering off of your PWS. The chances of them just setting up a Scentsy Club and never ordering anything else, or never hosting a party, or never sharing a link or doing anything like that are pretty slim. If you're doing your job properly and you're following up and you're creating a relationship, that one simple act of someone sharing their link and bringing a new person to you is going to pay off dividends well above and beyond what you would have gotten otherwise. Okay. So I know the first thing that people think of when they see that, oh, I only get 15% commission off of these referred people, it seems like a bummer. But if you look at it in the grand scheme of things, it would have been nothing had it not been for that person helping out and giving them the link, right? I see something over here that looks good. Hope says it's a great way to see who might make a good consultant as well. If they're out there getting clubbers with their referral link, they're definitely someone worth having a joint conversation with. And she's 100% right. It is a really great way to segue into that joint conversation because they're doing the work. They're sharing the Scentsy, they're sharing the link just like they would be if they were a hostess or a consultant already. And so you could approach that person and say, hey, this person has a Scentsy Club, or this person ordered because you sent them my way. You're doing an awesome job. You could be getting paid on your own stuff. Start having that conversation. Okay. This whole business is kind of like a big spider web, right? There's no straight lines that go from one end to the other end of any kind of relationship. They're all intertwined and they all take a different path, but there's always opportunities for us to create those relationships and segues into these other conversations just from one simple thing, like a referral link. Great. So awesome point, Hope. I'm glad that you brought that up because it was in my head, but it hadn't come out yet. But it absolutely is a great way to see who is sometimes people are just naturals at it and they don't even realize it. And so it's a great way to have those conversations with those people and say, hey, maybe give this a try. That might be somebody that you might want to consider to offer them to earn a kit or something like that, right? Yes, and she says, if the whole business intimidates them, you can always approach it as getting paid to club, money off theirs and their friends' Scentsy clubs. Absolutely. I do feel a lot of times when we start talking to people and having the joint conversations, they kind of panic because they think that they have to do this full time or they have to be putting in 40 plus hours a week to do this. And you absolutely don't have to be doing that. There's lots of people that are doing Scentsy for their own discounts. There are people who are doing it just for their own Scentsy clubs who want the discount on their own products that they're going to be buying anyways. So it's a great way to, again, utilize, look at it from that perspective. You don't have to say, well, yeah, you need to go start, making samples and sending all of these things out. If they just want their own stuff for cheaper, that's a perfect reason to be here. Okay. All right, so the training document that's in Workstation has this little graphic in here. I'm not going to go through it, but it kind of goes through what we just talked about, how you're the consultant, you have people under you with Scentsy clubs, they're sending out their links, people are joining under them, they have their links, and it can go on and on and on and on and on. Okay. And then what happens is if those people sign up, let's say Susie Q gets 4 people with her link and she's got 4 kind of referrals underneath her. If she decides to sign up, she keeps those clubs. And so now she's getting paid off of those people's clubs too. And yes, as the consultant up here, you would lose that 15% commission, but you can't look at it that way because now you have a brand new team member who is doing amazing things and is probably going to start doing more because they're going to get really excited about getting paid off of the people that have Scentsy Club underneath them, and they're going to want more. Okay. We can't look at this much of the picture. We really have to look at the whole thing, but it's a great way to kind of start branching out with people who might be good at this. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about redeeming the points. Okay. In your website. And again, this is going to look different from a consultant's point of view versus a customer's point of view, which is why these graphics are very helpful, because they actually give us a consultant view and a customer view, because we aren't able to see what our customers see when we log into our own Scentsy Club. And at the beginning, that was very difficult because we were like, I don't know how to tell them to find their points because I don't see it. So I can't say click this, that, and the other thing because I don't see it on my end. So when you go into your dashboard, your workstation dashboard, in orders, if you click on orders and you go into Scentsy Club, you will see something like this. Okay, it's going to show you your upcoming Scentsy Club orders here. It's going to show you how much PRV you got from Scentsy Club here last month. Going to show you how much you have coming, or how much you have so far this month. So this is always a fun thing to look at. I had 281 last month. I'm at 109 already this month. What do I have kind of projected to come in? I'm a numbers person, so all of this stuff gets me very excited. It'll tell you how many subscribers you have and then how many actual subscriptions you have. Because if someone has multiples, as you can see, this says 9 and 10. It's backwards, I know. This says 9 and 10. So one of those people has two different shipping frequencies. Okay, so you'll be able to see that. You're also able to see how many are actually processing this month and next month. That kind of gives you an idea of, you know, if you look into forecasting like what your PRV is going to look like this month. You can also, this doesn't show it, but you can also dive into these more. I think now there's a thing that says view all customers, and you can see every single person's Scentsy Club order and what's in it with the click of a button, which is great. And I actually have started using this a little bit more lately because if you have Scentsy Club customers who, trying to figure out how to say this where it's not more confusing than it needs to be. So let's just say I have a customer whose Scentsy Club is supposed to run on the 16th, which is today. They typically will run early in the morning. Okay. So if you log in to your workstation, if I log into my workstation and I see that this person's order has not popped up in my order history yet, that typically means that there's something wrong with their subscription. Okay. So you can click on their order or their subscription, and it'll drop down and it'll show you what all is in their club. And if there's an error, or if there's a problem with it, there'll be a little red box in there and it'll say there is a problem with this order. It won't tell you what the problem is, but typically it's an expired credit card or a card that they couldn't run for one reason or another. Okay. So anytime I see that, I contact my customer right away. I believe they do get emails from Scentsy that will say we were unable to process your card. And they will attempt to do it 3 times total, 3 consecutive days. Okay. So let's just say they tried to run my customer's card this morning and it didn't go through. Let's just say it's expired, and they try to run it again tomorrow and it doesn't go through. And they try to run it a 3rd time and it doesn't go through. That club is automatically going to get skipped. okay, for this month. Now, if they're not getting the emails, if they're going to spam or they aren't checking their emails, they're not going to know that their club got skipped. If they have discontinued products in their club, remember they only get one skip per calendar year. And if it skips again, then they lose those products. So it's kind of important for us to go in there and do a little bit of investigating from time to time. So what I would do is if I logged in today and I saw that my person's order didn't process this morning like it was supposed to, I'll click on that drop down so that I can see their club, the details of their club. And if it does have that little red box in there, I will contact them. And I will say, hey, I know your club was supposed to run today. I noticed in my workstation that it says there's an error or a problem with the order. And I let them know it's typically an expired credit card or invalid credit card. I want to let you know because they will only run it 3 times before they skip it. So make sure you go in and check it out. And I will give them the link to get to my Scentsy Club or my website so they can go in and check on their Scentsy Club. Every single time I've done this, people have been so grateful because they either haven't checked their email or the email goes to their spam. And it's typically, like I said, a card that expired, or maybe they lost their card and they had to change it. And Scentsy Club is not the first thing that you think of, contacting if your card gets stolen, right? It's always the big important things. It's not going to be Scentsy Club. So reaching out to them and saying, hey, there seems to be something wrong with your club is a really great way to provide some good customer service so that they can go in and take care of that if they need to. Okay. So if you didn't know that you can do that, you absolutely can. Like I said, it doesn't show you like their card number, or it doesn't tell you what specifically the problem is, but it tells you that there's something there. And that gives you the opportunity to reach out and make a connection with your customer and help them out so that they don't miss out on their goodies. Jamie said I have to update mine. You're very welcome. Okay, so let's talk about redeeming the points, how they can do that, where they can do that. Again, in their Scentsy Club dashboard, this is what they are seeing. Again, this is all on Workstation, so make sure you go check this out, print it out. It's a PDF, you can save it, you can print it, whatever. You're going to see what a customer would see if they log into their dashboard, okay? It's going to show them how many points they have. It's going to show them if they have any points expiring this month. Points are good for 6 months from when they're earned. So if they don't use them, they expire and they go away. It's very, very simple for them to go in and apply them to Scentsy Club. Then they don't have to really remember because it will auto apply them every single month. So what you'll see on Scentsy Club orders then is each time somebody's order processes, you'll see their PRV. I don't think it shows. It doesn't. So if you go into a Scentsy Club order, if someone places one on your website, you'll see their order total, let's say $60, and then whatever their discounts are. So it would be their 10%. If they have a half price item, whatever is there is going to be a discount. And then they'll have tax and shipping. And then they'll have at the bottom, it will say like redeemed points or something like that. And it'll have a dollar value in there. So if someone elects to automatically apply their points to future Scentsy Club orders, every time it processes, they'll have that little like $2 discount or $3 discount, whatever their amount of points is. Okay. And it'll automatically take it off every single time. If they don't choose to do that, those points are going to accumulate. And once they hit 6 months, they have to go in and use them or they lose them. So they can either elect to use them on their next Scentsy Club order, or they can go into your website and they can use them towards a PWS order. And they can use them towards tangible, non-consumable products, which in Scentsy Club you can't do. You can't put warmers or diffusers or wall fans in Scentsy Club, but they can apply those points, the discount of those points to a warmer on your website. Okay, so it's a way to get a discount on products that aren't eligible for Scentsy Club. Okay, so again, I said it's a 25-to-1 ratio. For every $25 every 25 points is equal to $1. Every dollar they spend is equal to 1 point. But then when it comes to redemption, every 25 points is $1. Okay. They expire after 180 days. They will receive points in the month following when their Scentsy Club shipment runs. So if their Scentsy Club processes in May, their points are going to be available in June. Okay. Points cannot be used on licensed products. That's always straight across the board. Licensed products are never eligible for discounted, any kind of discount or hostess credit or anything like that. Okay. The points that you earn are on purchase amount only, don't include shipping or applicable discounts. Okay. So let's talk about the expiring thing, because this is kind of what got me thinking about this. And actually it was Kimberly Polita that had mentioned it in one of the share groups. And she sends out a text through Project Broadcast every single month to anyone who has points that are expiring, so that they don't forget to go in and either set them up to apply to club or use them with on a PWS order. Okay. So you're like, Kim, well, how do I know if people have points that are expiring, right? You go into your workstation, click on orders, click on Scentsy Club. Then you click on, I believe it says view Scentsy Club rewards and referrals, or customers and referrals. It's up in the upper right-hand corner. It's a link, hyperlink. You just click it. It's going to bring you up looks like a chart. Okay. And it's going to have all of your customers. I would bring it up, but it's going to have all of my people's information on it. And I don't want to have that on YouTube. So I'm not going to bring it up to screen share, but you can very easily do this and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So you click on that. It's going to bring up your list of customers. It's going to have their name. It's going to have their frequency that they have their order shipped. It's going to tell you how many points they have accrued. And then in the very next column, it's going to tell you how many points are expiring and what date they're expiring on. Okay. So I went into mine and I had 7 people. I went into mine this month, a couple days ago, and I had 7 people who had points that were going to expire on May 30th. Okay. And it was anywhere from like 37 points to, I think somebody had like 165 or something like that. So what I did is I created a message in Project Broadcast, but you guys can do this any way you want. You can send a Facebook message, you can send an email, you can send a text, whatever you want to do. And you just reach out to that person and say, hey, I wanted to let you know that you have Scentsy Club points that are going to be expiring at the end of this month. Okay. Here is how you can redeem them. And you send a screenshot. I put it in the post. It was Kimberly Polita's screenshot. Here's how you redeem them. And it will take them right to, it's a picture of the page that will show them exactly where to go so that they can then click on whether they want to. I know you're not going to be able to see this, but it says, this is how to redeem points. This one says apply to Scentsy Club order. And this one says this one says automatically apply to Scentsy Club shipments. And there's a little box. So if they check that box, that means every time they have points, every time their order processes and they accrue however many points it is, the next time their order ships, those points are going to be applied to their order. Okay. If they click on this one, it is going to take them to where they can apply those at checkout to an order on your website. Okay. I also think that if they're logged into your website under their account, when they go to checkout, I believe it will give them an option to apply Scentsy Club points. So it's kind of like when you have a staircase that comes into the kitchen from 2 different places, right? Like you can come in from here or you can come in from here. You can either be in your website already, logged in, and it'll say apply your points, or they can go into their Scentsy Club dashboard and apply them, and it'll take them into checkout. Okay. But that's how they do it. And they have to go in and do it. You can't do it. You can't go into their, you can't apply points if you're putting an order in for them. They have to do it on their own. But we have the resources that we can share with them. So I shared the screenshot with my people and I said, hey, you've got Scentsy Club points that are expiring at the end of the month. I want to make sure you don't lose them because they equal dollars. Make sure that they know that those points equal dollars. Because sometimes people don't understand that there really is a dollar value to these points. And sometimes it's not a lot, you guys. If it's 25 points to each dollar, if they have 52 points, they've got like $2, which doesn't sound like a lot, but $2 is better than nothing, right? I absolutely hate it when I have any kind of reward and it goes to waste. I absolutely hate it. And even if it's just $1 or $2. And your customers are going to appreciate that you took the time to make sure that they know that they have these things that are expiring. Now, have I reached out and people still had their points expire? Yes, I have. But I did it, and then they're going to get upset when their points expire, and then they're going to remember next time. I'm still going to reach out. I actually made a note in my calendar to, on the 15th of every month, go into my Scentsy Club dashboard to see who has points expiring and message them in the second half of the month. It's not really a calculator, but it's a 25-to-1 ratio. So every 25 points is equal to $1. And so there is the increments in there too. So I mean, I guess if you like had, hold on, I'm trying to get into my phone. Base ID, there we go. Let's say they had 67 points. If they had 67 points, I think it would be like $2.68 off. But it should tell them. I mean, it'll tell them what the points are. But if you just let somebody know it's 25 points per dollar, they can kind of guesstimate what it's going to be. Like I said, there's going to be that little incremental piece in between there with the change. But it's 25 points per dollar. Or yeah, 25 points for each dollar that they can save. And like I said, people want to save money any way they possibly can. So even if it's $1 or $2 here, or if it, if they have a recurring Scentsy Club and they can bring it down by another couple dollars, it's just, they're getting a better deal on their products. I have someone who has a large Scentsy Club. I'm going to see if I can pull it up on my screen back here. Because obviously I don't want to show it to you guys because it has all of her private information, but let me see, because it's a big one and she saves a lot of money on it every single time. Give me one second, guys. I want to find it because it's a good one. It's a good one to use for examples. Is it this one? No, but this person has a $96 one and she's getting a $12 discount. She didn't apply any of her club points on it, but I have one that's like $150 something. And okay, so here's one. This is an example. So her product total is $95. She's getting $23.50 in discounts. And that's between her 10% off and her half price whiff box. And then she's saving an additional $3 with her points. So she's saving $26 on the products that she's ordering that she would have ordered anyways. That wasn't the one that I was going to show you, but you get the point, right? And if there's ever a time where you can show this to your customers, show them what you could be saving them. People don't really understand it until you show them the value. And I've said this a lot, like it's a lot more effective to say to somebody, sorry, I know I'm like looking elsewhere and talking. It's a lot more effective for you to say like, doing it this way is going to save you $8 versus you're going to get a 10% discount. Because 10% in someone's head is not as effective as saying a dollar value that they're going to be saving. Or, if we're having a sale or whatever, and you say it's only $26 and it's normally $30, people aren't going to do the math in there and go, oh, okay, that's a $4 savings. Like they're just reading what's on the screen. But if you say you're going to save $4 by doing this, or you can get this right now and save $6, whatever it is, just hearing the word save and a dollar value attached to it, that triggers something in people's heads. It's a psychological thing. It triggers something in people's heads. Okay. So you have got to show them the value, and Scentsy Club provides a buttload of value to people. that they don't necessarily realize is there for them unless we educate them. Okay. So like I said, it really is a great program, but people don't understand. I mean, I have so many people that order on a regular basis that I'm trying to get onto Club just for the simple fact that they're saving money. They're saving $2 every time they order. They're automatically saving $2 on shipping. Okay. And I don't get a lot of complaints about shipping. I know that some people get a lot of complaints. I do have a couple local people that will not sign up for Club because they're local. So they only order when I have a big order going in that has free shipping. And I get that. Like, if you're getting free shipping, there's a big difference between free shipping and paying $8 for shipping. I understand that. But most of my customers are not local. And so if they're going to order $50 and pay $10 for shipping, they might as well order $50, get their discount, and save $2 on shipping. But I have to present it to them in that way. I can't just say, you really should do Scentsy Club. It's just smarter. But why? Right? We have to say to them, well, your $50 order would only cost you $45, and then you'd only be paying $8 for shipping versus $10 for shipping. You'd be saving $7. And then they're like, oh, really? $7? Right? So you have to make sure that you're showing them what that value is going to be for them to do it that way. Okay. All right. So consultant view, customer view. I'm just kind of going through. I think I covered everything, the basics, right? I think I covered the basics of what the program is and how it works. Again, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go in and educate yourself on number one, not only what Scentsy Club is, what's eligible for it, what products you can add, what the exclusive products are, like the bricks and things like that. They'll always get my bar. Make sure you know how that works. All of the bits and pieces, make sure that you educate yourself. If you don't have a Scentsy Club of your own, set one up, have it shipped once or twice, cancel it if you need to, but get that firsthand experience so that you can turn around and share that with your customers. Also, make sure that you're letting them know about the points and the loyalty and all of that stuff, because they're not going to know about that if you're not telling them. I do have a couple graphics that I can share. I don't have them handy, but I will post them in the group. Every single thing that leaves my house, whether it's a thank you mail or if it's a catalog that someone requests or whatever, every single one gets a Scentsy Club rat card flyer. Guess what? Even if they already have Scentsy Club, because it also has information about the referrals and the points. So even if they already have a Scentsy Club, I'm still sending them that because there's more information on there that they may find beneficial. Okay. Put this stuff out there so that people know about it. There's far too much information for us to remember to tell people when we talk to them every single time, but we have touch points with people that maybe aren't verbal. We have thank you mail, we have VIP mailers, we have all of those things. Order when you package up your orders, whatever it is, put all of this information in there for them as well so that they get that every single time. Okay. Hold on, Amanda says I have a hard time. There's, Amanda, there's some people that are just going to stand their ground and they're going to say that they can't do it. And then they're just going to order anyways when they're ready, and they're going to pay the extra shipping. And it's one of those things where there are going to be people out there that you can't convince to do it. There are going to be people out there that think that there's some kind of catch. There's going to be people out there that think that they're going to be committing to something. I mean, they don't have to have it come out every 3 months. Honestly, if you don't have expired stuff in a club, you could set it up today, have your order ship, your one single time order. You could skip it in 3 months, and then you're only having it out once every 6 months, right? So there's a lot of different ways that you can do it. But honestly, sometimes if you've given them all of the options, if you've said, well, you don't have to have it shipped every month, you can do bi-monthly or quarterly. And then it's only coming out once every 3 months or whatever. And if they still don't want to do that, you can just let it go. Not every single person is going to be the right person for club. It's just like not every person is our ideal customer. Not every customer is our ideal club member. Even though it's a program that is beneficial to them, they don't always see it. And sometimes it's better to save your breath and focus on those who are interested in it. Yeah, and Tara says there are people out there who just want to complain. And there absolutely are. There are people out there that are going to find something wrong with every single thing in the world. And you're not going to be able to change their minds. And so as long as you are providing them with the information and showing them the value, if they choose not to take advantage of it, that's not, you can't take that personal. Okay. Just like I have people who I've talked to that literally order every month. They have Scentsy clubs that are upwards of $100 or more, and they will not join as consultants. You know, there's only so much we can do. Would it benefit them? Absolutely. You know, they only have to put in a $200 order once a year, but they're ordering 200 every single month between their Scentsy club and their other orders, but they still won't join. I mean, I know that it would benefit them to do it, and they probably know it, but for whatever reason, they don't want to do it. And so it is what it is, right? We just have to focus on the people that we can talk to and maybe turn into club members or whatever. All right, you guys. So I wanted to talk about Bring Back My Bar, and we only have 5 minutes. I knew Scentsy Club was going to go long because there is a ton, and I could have talked longer about it. But I just wanted to remind you guys that we have right now early access to Bring Back My Bar bundle. Okay. Before I go into that, if you guys have more questions about Scentsy Club, you can always message me. You can message your director, your sponsor, but definitely check out the trainings that are in Workstation. There are a ton of them. I will share some others, like I said at the beginning, so that you can get some ideas on how to share club with your customers. And it's a thing that you just have to keep evolving with. So Bring Back My Bar, we have early access to the Bring Back My Bar bundle right now, started yesterday. It's $102.50. You get all 20 bars. I believe there's a limit of 2 bundles per consultant. But it is super, super important if you can make it work to get the bundle, whether you buy it on your own or you go in with another consultant or two. The big thing with these fragrances is that if you're a newer consultant or you have newer customers who are new to Scentsy, they have never smelled these fragrances before, and we don't have testers of them. So we can't say, here, I'll send you I'll take this bag party to work or take this bag to work, because we don't have testers of them. So you have to get those fragrances under people's noses one way or another. And buying that bundle is the way that you can do that, because you can either take the bundle and break it up into 8 cubes or eight different sets of samples, or you can team up with somebody and break them up however you want. But it's, again, we are a fragrance company. So getting fragrance under people's noses, especially fragrances that we don't have any other way to share with them, is super, super important. Okay. You do get PRV on the cost of the bundle. So if you're looking for a PRV boost, remember, you're going to be getting your commission back from that. And chances are, if you're sampling out the bundle or the bars from the bundle, you're going to get some orders from that. So you're going to offset the cost of that as well. Amanda shared yesterday, was it yesterday? Saturday, over the weekend. Amanda shared the Bring Back My Bar bingo that you can do, where you can get people to claim specific bars, and then you those people, you would send those bars to those people when you get your bundle. That will help offset the cost of your bundle. I'm doing wickless mail, which I've shared in the group before. If you search wickless mail, I did I know I shared a video, and I may have done a video as well, but I talked about that before, where people get a mystery Bring Back My Bar. This time they're also getting a second bar from my stock, because I have a lot of stock that I want to get rid of. And so they're paying $15 total. So they're paying $6 for the Bring Back My bar. They're paying $6 for the mystery bar, and then they're paying $3 for shipping. I'm eating a little bit of shipping, but I wanted to make it 15 even. And it's a mystery package for them, but I have sold, they're also getting 5 samples. So I'm polling my VIPs. I'm going to make samples of the 5 most popular Bring Back My Bars. So my people are going to get 2 wax bars plus 5 samples for $15. And I had 15 of those available, and I've sold 11. So I have 4 more to try and sell. So I'm going to hit up some people and see if I can sell the rest of them. And when I do that, I'm going to recoup almost the entire cost of my bundle. Okay. And I'm getting fragrances out there. I bought a second bundle so that I could sample them out. But the first bundle, I am basically covering the cost of with that wickless mail. So I'll try to bump those up, but definitely search wickless mail in the group. You'll see that. Search Bring Back My Bar Bingo, or Amanda Smith's name. And she shared her video the other day. So there's lots of ways that you can kind of offset the cost for that. I do want to remind you guys too, that we have, flyers in Workstation that you can print out and send to your customers in your VIP mailers or your thank you mail this month to get them ready and excited about these fragrances that are coming back. Okay. It's a really nice PDF file. You can go in there, add your info to it, QR code, whatever you want to do, and send that out to your customers. You can also utilize the reporting feature in Workstation so that you can reach out to people who may have ordered these bars in the past. Now, we've historically had a report called Promotions Follow-Up where they would kind of auto-populate all of these fragrances, and you could click on that and it would tell you who's ordered them all. That report is not in there right now. I don't know if it's going to pop up on June 1st or not, but I actually went through and just searched them all myself. It took like 5 minutes for me to punch all of the names into the search function. And so I have a spreadsheet ready to go with a huge list of people that I need to reach out to and let them know that fragrances that they've ordered in the past are coming back. And I will take pre-orders for those. I will help them with an order. I will absolutely help them set up Scentsy Club. I have probably 25 people that have ordered Southern Sweet Tea before. So you betcha I'm going to want to get those people to get Southern Sweet Tea in their Scentsy Club so that they don't have to go without it again. No, you have to type in the name. So I just typed in beach and it'll come up, it'll say beach Scentsy bar, or it'll come up with every product we've had. So it might say beach Scentsy bar, beach room spray, whatever. You could choose all of those if you wanted. I just do the bars because I kind of wanted to focus on the club aspect of it. So I wanted to say, hey, this bar is coming back and you'll be able to add it to club. But yeah, just type in the name of the bar and then it'll bring it up and you can just check it. So yeah, you'll have like 20 of those checked, and then it'll bring up everybody that's ever ordered those from you. So if you're a newer consultant, you may not have much to work with that, but you still have this that you can send out. I'm pretty sure somebody shared a photo of this. You could put a photo up in your VIP group and say, which one of these sounds the best to you, or which 3 sound the best to you, or whatever. Make some samples, send them out, follow up with people once you do that. But if you are a little bit seasoned, at least where some people may have purchased these before, whether it be in Bring Back My Bar or when they were available as catalog fragrances or LTO fragrances, you can reach back out to them and let them know that they're coming back for the month of June. And then it's a great segue into a Scentsy Club conversation as well. So that kind of bridges our 2 topics. But definitely make sure that you start doing the legwork for that now. We're at the 16th of May. This back half of the month is when you want to start doing some of that behind the scenes work so that when June gets here, you can have things ready to go for people. Because again, Bring Back My Bar is only 1 month long. So if you order bars on the 1st and you get them maybe on the 10th, and then you make samples and you send those samples out, you're halfway through the month before people are getting stuff. So if you can start doing some of that behind the scenes prep work and legwork now in the last 2 weeks of May, you're putting yourself ahead of the game for June. It's part of front loading. It's front loading the activities, the IPAs that you need to do to move you into the next month. Okay. All right, you guys, does anybody else have any questions that I can answer about Bring Back My Bar or Scentsy Club at this point? Definitely utilize the resources in Workstation. As I said before, I will link a couple, or I'll share a couple trainings on Scentsy Club that I absolutely love, that I've gotten a lot of ideas from, and a lot of there's little aha moments in there and things that you might not have thought of. I definitely want to share Lisa Roberry's trainings with you guys because she is like the absolute Scentsy queen. You will your mind is going to be blown if you've never watched one of her videos. She's very transparent and shares a lot of her numbers in terms of subscriptions and things like that. You're absolutely going to be blown away. And it inspires me because I'm like, I want to be like her. The flyer is in the Wax Bars. This one is in the Wax Bars and Superstars group, but it's also on Workstation. If you go to marketing and then limited time offerings, I think it'll have all of the pictures of the bars, and then at some point in that list of bars, this flyer is in there too as a PDF that you can print out. And the PDF will probably be better if you want to print it and share it, because if somebody made a picture out of the PDF, it's probably going to be really blurry because the text is so small. So if you plan on printing it, I would print it from a PDF. All right, you guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap it up. But I want to say thanks to all of you guys who hopped on. Leah or Jamie or Hope or Candace, does anybody have anything else they want to mention? I know I just sucked up the whole time, as I usually do. Paul Rudd's just staring at me.
I know, doesn't it just make your meetings more happier?
It does. I need to have you in every meeting now, or maybe I'll just steal the background. All right, you guys. Well, thank you for hopping on. I hope that you found this helpful. I hope that if you had questions or were like completely clueless about Scentsy Club referrals and all of that stuff, that at least you got a little bit more info now. Utilize the trainings and the resources from Workstation too. There's tons of FAQs in there that'll help you answer your own questions and customers' questions. But get out there and start promoting Club. It is like the best thing ever. And it's super cool when you can go into a month knowing that you already might have 2, 3, 4, 500 PRV lined up to hit your account just from Scentsy Club orders. Even if you have one Scentsy Club order, if you open up your Workstation and you know that you're going to have that for a month, it's a pretty good feeling. So, all right, you guys, thanks for hopping on, and we will chat again soon. Bye-bye.